everybody, so this video is called Tone Up Pilates and you'll be using a Dynaband and a mat and yourselves. So you're going to start on your knees, tilt the pelvis forward so you're in a nice neutral position, and then take one leg forward and make sure the knee is over the ankle. Have your Dynaband, make sure it's shoulder distance apart. And then I want you to lunge forward slightly, but not over with your back. Make sure your back is nice and straight. You're going to pull the band out, and then you're going to go back, connect with your abdominals, stretch your hamstring. Slightly go over the leg, and then rock forward like we did before. Pull the Dynaband out, engage those back muscles, and then come forward over the leg. And then one more time. Pull the band out. And then come to a hamstring stretch. And then come upright. Come forwards. Curl the toes underneath. And see if you can come up to a lunge here. Reach that band away. Drop the knee back down. And then change legs. So other leg goes forward. Right angles here, band comes out. So slightly go forward, remember keeping that back upright, and then connect with the abdominals, flex that foot, come over that leg. And again, reach, drop the shoulders away from your ears, very easy to hunch them up here. And release over. Control that move, really easy to lose your balance there. Pull the Dynaband out and release over. Nice stretch in the hamstring. And then pull forward, curl the toes underneath, lift up and reach those arms. Push that heel back, drop the knee down, and come back onto all fours. Facing front. Double the band up. Take the band above your head, a little bit out of shot here. Up head, over the head and then just drop it over to the right and drop over to the left. Nice and easy. Again, connecting with those abdominals, making sure your pubic bone is going forward and you're not doing it like this, arching your back. Make sure you're tilted forward slightly. And side, up and over, and release. Bring the band forward, and slightly go to the right, and slightly go to your left. Or if you're watching this video, you're going left, right. And again, keeping those hips forward. I'm slightly pulling on the band, but not too much. I'm definitely not bringing my shoulders up by my ears. Last time. Over to the left and over to the right. And then release. Relax your shoulders and then pop down onto the mat. Don't need the band for the moment. And then just roll down through the back and cross your hands over the chest. Come into a nice neutral spine here. Now I want you to keep your knees completely still as you roll over onto your left side and lift your right shoulder blade off the mat. And then your head goes as well. You roll over to your right side and lift the left shoulder blade off the mat. And back to the centre, over to the left. So you're trying to mobilise that thoracic spine, that tightness there. And this is a really nice massage here, opening up those shoulder blades. And let's just do one more. Make sure these are not moving around your knees. Keep them still, keep your feet planted on the floor. And back. And then back over to the right. realign your spine, cross over the other way, or just cross your arms on your chest. And then with your elbows, make sure you're in neutral spine here. You're not pushing back into the floor. Your elbows are going to lead the way as you lift your head off the floor, vertebra by vertebra, and you're going to look down between your legs. And then as you come back down, pop your hands behind your head, lengthen the spine a little bit, and then slowly lengthen as you roll down. So as though I'm pulling my head out of my neck, as it were. Come to cross the arms again. Lead with the elbows, inhale, and then on an exhale, round the spine, lifting up, looking between the legs. And once you're as high as you can go, pop those hands behind the head, lengthen a little bit more, lift up, and then keep lengthening as you lie that spine back down onto the mat. One more repetition here. Cross the hands, exhale, lift up, hold it there, hands go behind the head, lift up 1 more centimetre, and release back down. Lovely. Grab your band. Double the band up and take your band all the way back. You're going to slide your legs away. You're going to flex and point. Flex and point. Really lengthening the spine, reaching that band as far away as you can. Last one. And release. Bring the band back up. Bend both knees. And then come up, pop the band around your legs. Give it a little bit of a knot here. You don't want it too loose, but we don't want it so tight you can't move your legs. So, little knot there. Parallel legs, parallel feet. And then arms going to go down by your side. And just feel the resistance you have when you push the legs out against the band. So start in neutral spine, and when you're ready, you're going to inhale here. And as you exhale, you're going to relax the spine. You're going to mould that spine all the way, lifting it off the mat until your hips are level. Keep them level at all times, and make sure you're not over protruding those ribs and those abdominals. Keep the back of the ribs, top of the ribs on the mat. And from here, we're going to push out and in. Push out and in. Push out and in. If you want to, you can lift the big toe off the floor if you want to. 4 more. Might just come off the floor, don't worry if it does. If you don't want to, just keep all 5, 10 toes even on the floor. Last one. And then mould the spine back down, all the way. Okay, we're going to do this a little bit differently. So mould the spine into the mat, then peel it off, connect with the glutes, lift up, take your arms up to the ceiling. We're going to do 4 pulses. Out 1, out 2, out 3, out 4, and drop the bottom straight down. Arms go down. Again, push back into the floor, peel the spine off, arms come up, and pulse 1, pulse 2, pulse 3, keeping those hips level, and then drop the bottom straight down, take your arms down. Last one, imprint, peel off, lift the hips, take those arms up, pulse, 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, drop straight down. This time, let's go straight up. Lift straight up, squeeze those glutes, and pulse 4, 3, 2, 1, and then as you slowly come down, moulding the spine into the mat, the arms are going to be reaching back. So we're lengthening the spine here, back to neutral, and then bring the arms back to the floor. Number 2, lift straight up, pulse, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold it there, mould the spine back down, lift those arms, so you're blending the two movements together, back of the hands onto the mat, back to neutral spine, and then bring those arms back down. The feet have slipped away slightly, make sure they're not too far away from you. Last set, straight up, lift those arms, and pulse, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mould the spine down. I took my arms up too early then. Doesn't matter, this is the most important part of the exercise. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Back to neutral. And release the arms. Perfecto. Okay, take that band away. Unknot the band. And come up into a sitting position, whatever way you want to. And then pop the band around your feet. So they're going to look like this. And you're going to be wrapping the band around your hand maybe once. So it's quite tight, but not too tight. From here, nice straight back, drop the shoulders down the back, and we're going to tilt the pelvis and roll down as though we're lying down on the mat. And we are going to lie down on the mat, and as you can see, the band will get quite tight once you're lying down. The good thing is, when you put your chin into chest and you're trying to roll up again, the band will help you. Come all the way back up. And again, relax the arms down, chin into chest, tilt the pelvis. Come into that lovely lying position. Inhale here, and as you exhale, chin into chest, take those arms forwards, coming up. Okay, from here, take the dino band, a little bit tighter, take one leg out, and then come back and take one leg up to the ceiling. So it's going to be quite tight to start with. And we're going to draw the nose up towards the knee, draw the leg towards the nose. As the leg comes back down, the other leg is just going to go up to the ceiling. So we're going to come to there. Then we twist, we don't twist, we scissor again. Elbows come down on the floor, nose to knee. Really flex that foot. And slowly change. The other leg does not come in as far, just to there. Last one. Bring the leg in. And if you want to, it's more comfortable for you, keep the other knee slightly bent. Drop the shoulder blades away from your ears. And slowly release. Change legs. So bring that leg in to start with. This hasn't been stretched yet, so it might be a little bit tight. Then bring your head off the floor, bring the nose towards the knee. And then as you take that leg down, the right leg is just going to go straight up to the ceiling. And we're going to go again, chin into chest. Reach that leg away or keep it slightly bent. And keep the head on the floor if you need to. Just keep bringing that leg in towards the chest. And back up to the ceiling. Last one. Exhale. Nose to knee. Elbows down. Hold that stretch. And slowly release. Pop both feet into the band. You've got a nice tight band here. Bend the knees and come up to a sitting position. Hold it there and just do a couple of rolling moves here, just massaging the back into the mat. One more. And then release. Let's straighten the legs away. And we still have the band between our hands and arms. Now let's tighten it up one more notch so it's a little bit tighter now, so it's much narrower. I'm going to flex my feet if that's really uncomfortable for you. Bend your knees slightly. And then chin to chest. You're going to reach forward as though you're going to give this band to somebody in front of you. And then as you come up, you're going to roll through the spine. And just like the knees, you're going to pulse the arms out 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Chin into chest. Going forwards. Reach, give that band to that imaginary person right in front of you. And then roll up through the back, dropping the shoulders down. No way are they up here. Pulse. 4, 3, 2, 1. Last time. Chin into chest. Going forwards. Holding it there. And coming back up. Nice and tall. Pulse. 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Let's go back down onto the floor. No band for this one. Hands behind the thighs, rolling down. Hands down by your side, and just float those legs up into a tabletop position. So just relaxing those feet, and I want to glue the knees and ankles together. So this is your anchor, okay, your abdominals, and you're going to take your arms up to the ceiling. So this is a very strong abdominal exercise. If you want to keep your head on the floor, you can. And don't take the legs down too far to the floor if you have a bad back. So we're going to inhale here. And as you exhale, open the arms and the legs out, just like a lovely flower. Beautiful V. And then come back in. If you need to take the head back on the floor, you can. Okay, squeeze the legs and ankles together. And bring it in. And squeeze. And bring it in. Make sure you're not dropping down. I felt myself dropping down a little bit there. So I've lifted my upper body up a little bit more. And in. One more. Exhale away. And in. And then release. Just bring the right knee into the chest and let that left leg straighten out. And then get a bit of change. Left knee into the chest. Right leg straightens out. And just release the knees side to side. Give your back a little bit of a rest. Band's coming back again. Doubling the band up. Keeping the knees completely still, completing the feet completely still. As we prepare for the next exercise, you pop the band behind your head and we have tram lines with your elbows and your hands, okay? They're not poking out, we're tucking them in. So in line with my hands. So from here, I'm going to lift up and I'm going to hold myself in this position. I can just about feel the tips of my shoulder blades on the mat. And I'm going to lift up my legs to here. Let's just go straight into single leg stretch. So I'm not over pointing my toes. Just going to go into the rhythm here. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. This time, just the left knee is going to come in and then I'm coming back to centre. Left knee, twist towards that knee and centre. Twist towards that knee and centre. Remember, if you have a bad back, your leg goes up towards the ceiling. Let's try the other side. And elbow to knee, back to the centre. Elbow to knee. It's not quite elbow to knee, but you're aiming it that way. 3. Last one. And 4. And then release back down. Drop the feet down. Got one more. A little bit harder, so go back to that one if this next one is a little bit too hard for you. Float those legs up. Imprint the lower back into the floor a little bit. Straighten the right leg. Keep the left leg bent. Okay? So we're going to, as the left leg straightens, the right leg is going to come in. As the left knee bends, we go back to the floor. We exhale. So in a nice right angle with your legs, and then it comes back in. 2 more. Exhale. And if this is too hard, you just go back to the bent leg version. Absolutely fine. Bring that leg in. And release down. Change legs. As that leg goes down, we twist. Bring the leg towards you. Bring it in. And bring the leg towards you. And back to centre. 2 more. Your arms are working like crazy as well, pulling on the band, but you already feel it in your obliques and your dorsals. Cross. And bend both knees. And release. Right hand on the right knee, left hand on the left knee. Circle. In the hip socket. Try and chill those hips out a little bit. Try and relax them out. And then from here, I'm going to pop the hands behind the thighs. Just going to roll up to a sitting position. So from here, you haven't got any help now with the Dynaband. You're actually going to be using the Dynaband. So sitting with nice straight legs, or slightly bent if you want to, we're going to have the arms above our head. And then exhale, tilt the pelvis. Keep the band where it is, where it is, where it is, where it is, and then all the way back. We're going to go straight back up. Like I said, we don't have the band to help you now. So use those abdominals. Slowly come up. Once you're here, reach that band back up nice and tall. We tilt again. We roll down, keeping it above the head if you can. Don't worry if it comes forward, but your goal is to keep it above the head. And again, inhale, taking the band up. Exhale, lift, 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 lift. As much as you can. And we'll do one more. Tilt the pelvis. Keep the band there if you can. Slow, slow. You're not going to fall. You're not going to fall. Take the band back. And exhale. Rolling back up. As much as you can. Get that arms, those arms up, those arms up, those arms up. And stay here in this position. And slightly twist to the left. And slightly twist to the right. So you've got beautiful thoracic rotation here, dropping those shoulders away from your ears, and if that's uncomfortable, just come back to that position here. Let's just do 2 more. Rotate to the left, and rotate to the right, and release it down. Okay, arm strength work now. So we don't need the band for this one. Popping over onto all fours, making sure the hands are underneath the shoulders. Just give yourself a little bit of a cat stretch, a little bit of a circle with the pelvis. And we circle the other way. So we're nice and loose in that lower back. Okay, come back to neutral spine. Curl the toes underneath. Take the hands, one hand print forward and come over your hands here. Lift the knees just off the floor. We're going to go walking and we're going to hold ourselves in this position. We lift the right foot up, knee off, put it back down. Left foot and down. Right foot. Now what I don't want is that. Okay, bottoms do not go up. This makes it really easy. Bottoms must stay down. You must stay in that position. It's literally the knees have just come off the floor. And down. If you want to, you can just do leg lifts in this position. Let's do 4 more. 4 and down. And 3. Feel the weight evenly distributed into those hands. Last one. And then knees go down, push away, drop that head in between the arms. We're going to go up a notch now, making it a little bit harder, if that wasn't hard enough for you. And we're going to come out to straight legs. So take the arms even further forward, shoot your weight forward and stay in that nice diagonal. Again, no bottoms sticking up to the ceiling. Let's do the same thing. Right leg. Pop it down. Left leg, I'm looking right at the top of my mat, so my head is in alignment with my spine. Breathing out. Go back to the bent knees if you need to. 4 more. And 3. And 2. Last one. And bend the knees. Come back. Stretch. You might want to just slide your hands, rotate the wrists, and then come back again to all fours. Okay, got one more combination. We're going to go down onto our elbows, and we're going to come into a plank. So if you want to keep on your knees and do it like this, that's fine, but I don't want twisting of the pelvis. Pelvis stays totally still all the time. It's just your leg lifting. If you want to, you bring your knees off the floor. You're in a nice long line. And we lift the right leg. And the left leg. And the right leg. Really stay controlled. Really lengthen that spine. And 6. Got 2 more. Really push the hands together. Might make it easier, not really. And bring the knees down. Walk yourself back up. Come back up to a cat stretch. And release. Okay, a little bit of back work to finish with. Lying down, pop the band behind your back. And either double it up or have it as a single band. Make sure your arms are shoulder width apart. So relax the legs, switch on the glutes, switch on the abdominals, and then let's lift those arms to the ceiling. And if one is tighter than the other, don't let that happen, okay? If one is tighter than the other arm, I'm afraid, has to go to the same height as that bad arm. So lift the arms, lift the back, and slowly come back down. And lift the arms, lift the back. If that's too much for your back, just do the arms. Got 2 more times. Lift the arms, lift the back, and slowly down. Last one. Lift the arms, lift the back, hold it there, and release down. So strengthening the arms there, strengthening the lower back, pushing up all the way back, and then come into a seated position. Legs in a small V. Bring your band back, pop it around your back. This is the last exercise, I promise. Can't do anything without finishing with a lovely twisting, stretching sort of movement. So push the band out. You've got that resistance there. And like before, let's just go slightly to the right. I'm not doing my maximum twist. I'm not twisting all the way around. My legs are not shifting. All right, I'm just going a little bit to the right and a little bit to the left. And again, if that's too tight for you, bend your knees slightly. And left. Stay nice and tall. Keep pushing through those arms. 2 more. Last one. And then back to the centre. Release the band down. Don't need the band anymore. Take the arms out. Take your left arm to be parallel with your right. And then pop the hands on the floor. Slide the arms down. Come back up. Open the arms out. Take your right arm to be parallel with your left. Chin down. Hands go down. Slide the arms away. And come back to the centre. Make sure there's no shifting going on in your pelvis. Last time, left arm, parallel with right. Hands go down, chin into chest, slide away. Coming back, hold on to those abdominals. And out. Last one. Parallel arms, hands down, roll away. And up. And just hold yourself here. Point the toes. Hug the knees. Drop your nose to the knees. And release. You're done, ladies and gents. Hope you're all staying safe and well.